This is what safety looks like in today's Syria. Long lines of civilians leaving eastern Ghouta. They are fleeing what is now becoming the biggest battle of the Syrian war. Eastern Ghouta, on the outskirts of Damascus, is one of the last rebel strongholds anywhere in the country. Since 2012, when rebel forces first occupied the area, it became one of their most important victories. But times change, and that couldn't be clearer than here in a Dwyer shelter center, a refuge for civilians escaping eastern Ghouta. The personal stories told by each of these families also tell the larger story of a devastating 7-year war.
My son Anas was born in 2012. War is all he knows. When we arrived here, he was amazed to see apples and oranges. We didn't show him bananas or biscuits yet. He knows when the shell will hit from its sound. He knows to run if he hears a fighter jet roaring.
The UN says that half of Syria's population is now displaced, and this number is on the rise. 7 years of violence has kept over 1.75 million children out of school. As this conflict enters its 8th year, 1 every 3 schools have been destroyed. The Al-Assad family remembers better days. They are now displaced. The good times, a distant memory.
This is the second time we had to leave our house. Our first house was so beautiful. We had a garden and trees, and I named the trees and called them my friends. We had a pool, and I loved to swim. But all of it is gone now. Inside, school is a joke. Only 3 hours a day, and the curriculum is something they made up.
It was in this square, Al-Abbasiyin Square, one of the main squares of the Syrian capital, that the rebels came the closest to reaching Damascus back in 2013. But since then, the government went on the offensive and the situation changed gradually. The Syrian army has now captured more than 50% of the rebels' last major enclave near Damascus. With the army's advance, some like to think that the war is coming to an end. A closer look suggests that this is wishful thinking. Here, in the Syrian army base, the officers invited reporters to film a weapons shipment they confiscated. Mortars, explosives, and ammunition, all headed towards eastern Ghouta. A sign that peace may still be a long way off. Alaa Ebrahim, CGTN, Damascus.